Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of February 14th through 20th of 2022. Give me 1 second. I will find that card that flew. If I can reach around the desk. Okay, here I got it. Okay. Kind of tight quarters in here. Okay. So let's keep going here. Which cards? These ones. All right. So now we'll finish getting the cards out for Virgo for Valentine's week. So let's just see what it is that your angels are going to want you to know for this week, for energetically. And okay, there finally is the last card in that deck. Okay, and the other ones. Let's see what we're going to find out from these ones. Okay, so being Valentine's week, some of the messages have definitely been about love and relationships and things like that. And so we'll just, in a minute, we'll have a look and see if that's what yours are about. Okay, there finally is your last card out. It took a while today. All right, so at a first glance, it does not appear to be about love. We'll just see, everything kind of is. Love is what makes the world go round. And, I'm sure you've heard that before. And it is absolute truth from the point of view of the angels. Anything that's happening, whether it's going well or it's not going well, throw a bunch of love at it and it will guaranteed be better. So that is kind of the love message for the week, for always, right? But here you go. Teacher. So you have, it feels, like there are both angles of this, but it feels like for most of you, this is a teacher coming in for you, right? So be receptive to the teaching. So they're just showing me that for some of you, a teacher coming in for you is somebody that you do not resonate with. And so that person kind of gets your back up, makes you feel defensive, makes you not want to receive what they're teaching you. You don't have to like them. You don't have to get along with them. You do have to, coax yourself to be receptive to what they're trying to teach you. A difficult task for sure, but like the whole energy of this feels a little bit prickly and defensive and but what that person has to teach you is really is valuable, is something that will, the knowledge of will really be good for you. It will serve you well. Okay, all right. Divine order. Everything is happening how it's supposed to. Your angels are orchestrating things. They're putting things in order. They're lining it up. They're laying out your path for you. You definitely still have a lot of choice. But in general, the path itself, you chose that before you came to Earth in this physical form. So, and you also made contracts with your guardian angels before you came here. And so it's not that you don't have choice. You do, just you chose it before you came. And you probably don't remember choosing it. And so you can trust what your path is and that you're on it. You could do it, this way instead of just going straight through. You can choose a lot of the portions of your path, but the end result will be the same. And it is divinely ordered. right? Like as you requested from them before you came here, they are helping you along your path. They're keeping you going through the things you need to learn that that you will need to know that knowledge in your future. And so you can trust that everything is going exactly where it's supposed to go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, one of the ways that your angels talk to you, or, submit the messages to you, right? And try to get you to understand is through thoughts and ideas that come to you, right? So, claircognizance is what that's called. And so a lot of times, do you notice that you get these thoughts, these ideas, these feelings, things like that, that come to you and you don't really know where that came from? But it doesn't matter, really. I mean, even if it came through another person, or perhaps it came through something that you saw or heard or whatever, and then that evolves within your own thoughts and feelings, that is it. Like all those messages that come to you, those are from your divine guidance and the divine order, right? And so all of that, like it keeps things as smooth as it can possibly be, and is always in your favor. Always is in your favor. So again, like this word trust keeps coming up. You can trust that these messages are legit and that they are for you, right? You always have the choice whether to follow that particular thing or not. But know that the ideas that come to you are divinely orchestrated. Okay. All right. Have you been writing things? So some of you do journal, and you can, when they're saying when you journal, every now and then look back over, however long, and just read what you've written and see how far you've come, because there's things that you've forgotten already. And, some of it wasn't all that long ago. Some of it was quite some time ago, but it'll remind you of how you used to be. And it'll certainly show you of how far you've come, the things you've learned, the way you are, and the changes you've experienced within yourself. And that's what writing can really do for you, is to help you understand how advanced you have become. For others, this is like a creative writing thing. This is like short stories or even novels, books. It doesn't have to be, like, it could be creative writing. For some of you, it's like autobiography or things like that, or even like service manuals, things like that. Whatever it is, do it. Do it. You're really good at this writing thing. And so even if you never have any intention of publishing anything, still write and keep your writings. I mean, don't get rid of them after a while if they haven't, seen the light of day anywhere. They still exist and they are still amazing. So keep them. Okay. Okay, they're saying just stop there. Okay. All right. Now, drink more water. The last part of this message is about your health, generally. Drink more water. You've been, add some salt to it, just a tiny bit. You shouldn't taste it, but the salt helps your cells absorb it. And so that really makes it a lot more effective rather than just going through you. So maybe even a little chlorophyll in your water is what they're showing me, green water. So drink that up and your body will thank you for it. Let yourself be very hydrated. Okay. Cucumber, watermelon, those kinds of things too. Enjoy those because they are very helpful for the water. All right. Getting in the water. So getting in the water. Like they're showing me kind of ocean or a stream like that. And so what made me kind of hesitate was the knowledge that in most parts of the world, maybe, geez, I shouldn't say that. In some parts of the world, most particularly mine, it's the wrong season to get into natural water. And yet, okay, people do. They're telling me to, yes, people do every day of the year. We'll get into the water, even if it's extremely cold. The Wim Hof method of health comes to mind, right? So, anyway, take that as it sits with you where you live right now. Drinking more water, having a bit of salt in your water, a bit of chlorophyll, maybe even some kelp, right, for the iodine. Okay, all right. And breathe. Breathe. Remind yourself how. Now, the way I just did it just now, a lot of people say that's wrong. You should be breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. There are ways and there are ways. Whatever you need in that moment is what you need. If every single breath you are thinking about it and how to do it, that's like occasionally, yes, but not every single breath all day long. Then you're controlling it. Let your breath be what it is. Your breath will indicate stress and will allow you to release that stress. So let that happen. Don't stop that. Don't control that. You don't need to control your breath. You can let it happen as it happens. And that's what they're saying. There are specific moments where, yes, it's the mindful breath of meditation. Of course, you're going to be controlling your breath. But just in an ordinary average moment, don't control that. Just let it be what it is, because your body will not steer you wrong. Okay, all right. So now we have the daily guidance cards. Excuse me. And one last piece of confidence, piece of wisdom here is to have confidence. You're good at this. So it feels like something you're contemplating and that you haven't started yet because of lacking confidence or something like that. But do it. Do it. Now is the time. There's not going to be any perfect time, right? If you keep putting it off, it feels like something you've been putting off several times, and for quite a while, right? So stop putting it off. There's no perfect time. There's no time that's better than any other. Get going. Get going. Start small so that when the perfect time that you've been waiting for comes, that you know what you're doing, that it feels good, it feels easier. So start now. Okay. All right. Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much, and I love you, and I will see you next week.